The beginning of this week's Parsha, Avraham comes to a tribe called the Bnei Chayei to negotiate the purchase of a burial place for his wife Sarah. And he says to them the following line, Ger v'toshav anochi imachem. I am a foreigner and I am a citizen amongst you. I would like to buy a burial plot for my wife. Now this particular phraseology is very strange. How can one be both a ger, a foreigner, and a toshav, and a citizen? And all of the great commentators are completely puzzled. What did Avraham mean by that? You're either one or you are the other. Some say he was referring to what he was previously. Previously, I used to be a ger, I was a foreigner, I came from another country, and I've come to the land of Canaan, and now I have become a toshav, now I have become a citizen. But let's try to understand this looking at the festival of Sukkot, which we celebrated fairly recently. We find, says Rabbi Soloveitchik, opposite themes on Sukkot. And these are represented by the two major mitzvot of Sukkot. Number one, the sukkah, and number two, the lulav and the etrog. Let's start with the lulav and the etrog. The Rambam tells us, Maimonides tells us in the Guide to the Perplexed, that the lulav and etrog are fruits that are incredibly plentiful and bountiful in the land of Israel. You can find them there all over the place. The hadass, the lulav, the willow, the etrog, they're all available over there. It represents the fact that the Jewish people have a home. We have a country. We have a homeland where we can rejoice with the fruits of our homeland. So that represents the fact that we have a home, that we have a country. But then we look at the sukkah. What does the sukkah represent? And Ramban Nachmanides explains in his commentary to the Torah, in fact, based on the Torah's wording, that we sit in Sukkot so that all future generations will know that Hashem caused the Jewish people to dwell in Sukkot when they were in the desert. What does that represent? Says Nachmanides, the fact that we were homeless. We didn't have a place. Hashem looked after us for those 40 years. So we have these two contrasts. On the one hand, the sukkah, which represents being homeless, without a state whatsoever, and on the other hand, the lulav and the etrog, which are the fruits and the plants of the land of Israel. And at both times, we rejoice in this. The Torah says that on Sukkot we have to have incredible simcha. We thank Hashem that we have a country of our own, but we also thank Hashem that if we have to be homeless, meaning that we're in exile, we rejoice in the fact that even then He protects us. Now we can go back to the question about Avraham. Avraham said those famous words, and what really Avraham was saying was something prophetic. He was saying that in the future the Jew will be two types of people. Sometimes the Jew will be a ger, a foreigner, like they were in Egypt, like they were for many, many hundreds, thousands of years in the diaspora, a foreigner, displaced without a home. But on the other hand, the Jew is also a toshav, a citizen, a resident, a settler of his own home. We can exist in both of these spaces, and it doesn't make a difference. We can have joy in the knowledge that we are Jews and that Hashem is always protecting us. This is what our father Avraham told us right at the beginning of Jewish time, to instill within us the faith that no matter where we are, whether we are at home or whether we're away, Hashem is with us and protecting us. I wish you Shabbat Shalom.